Hey guys, and welcome to the On the Mission podcast, where we help you build a solid plan to show up for your community without actually stressing out. My name is Melody. Come in and join the conversation with me.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the On the Mission podcast. My name is Melody, and we're going to get started right then and there. So, how many of us actually have struggled with writing out grant proposals and you just want to throw your computer? Please do not leave me out here by myself because I understand from experience it could be daunting, it could be tedious, and most importantly, it can be downright frustrating. So I remember the first time I've written a master grant application. It was not the most easiest thing to do, but I found out how much benefits that it had once the job was actually done. For those of us who may be unfamiliar of what a master grant application looks like, to put it simply, the master grant application is a universal template that you can use to write out future grant proposal, whether it's coming from foundations or from the federal government. It'll help you to prepare and adjust to many form of opportunities during the fiscal year. So just to backtrack, I was actually working with a nonprofit in North Carolina. She was the sweetest lady. She owned a mobile laundry truck so the community can come out, get their laundry down completely for free for people who maybe who are living in poverty. And that's one of the things that's in my heart is that helping low income families get back on their feet by meeting their basic needs. She was telling me a story about how she has written out multiple applications by herself, and it will take her all hours into the night trying to write out multiple applications by herself. She has won many of those opportunities by herself, but it was at the cost of missing out of many birthdays, anniversaries, and a lot of memories that she wanted to make with her family because she was working to meet a deadline. So I took on that work for her and did majority of the research. And when I presented to her, she actually was in tears because she realized for the first time ever that she can actually get her time back using one template to tweak up majority of her application for future opportunities. One of the things I would love to tell you about the MGA or the Master Grant application that it will literally save you time. I need you to hear me. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if you were to save at least 15 hours a week, not writing a grant application? You got it written, you edited it using the template, and you were able to send it out. What would you do with that extra time that has been given to you? You can focus on taking your family out on vacation. You can focus on many other pressing matters within your organization. Or better yet, you can focus on what you love to do the most, and that is serving your community. I kid you not, time is a most valued commodity that you cannot get back. And we must take every second that has been given to us and use and maximize it for the greater purpose. So that is one of the biggest advantage of having a master grant template. I want to share with you 3 advantages of getting your master grant application template done for your organization. Number 1, it keeps you focused on what's most important. What I've noticed lately, especially being in the industry, is that some nonprofits have the tendency to mission drift in order for them to secure opportunities that may not be the best fit for them. And honestly, that is a waste of time because here's the thing. When you send out an application for a program that you are not currently offering within your organization, 2 things can happen. You either get denied because the funder does not see it as plausible of you fulfilling that initial role, or number 2, which is probably a worst case scenario, they actually approve your application and now you will have to fulfill an obligation that you were either ill-equipped for or you were not planning to even offer in the first place. So I want you to focus on when you're seeking out grant opportunities, what is the most important thing to you? Is it building organizational capacity for your organization? Is it is it providing more funding for a new program that you have or an existing program that you have within your organization? Let's think about what is most important to you right now. What is the thing that your community members actually need right now? And I want you to list out all the tasks that is needed to be done and how much it will cost you to actually get it done. Once you have the actual number and the number of how much will cost, how much it costs to run your initial program, put together a simple budget that funders can see and briefly explain them line by line what each task and each item needed for this particular program for it to run. So with the master grant application, not only you have everything written down in stone, but when you go and seek out these opportunities and you read over the guidelines, you can tell right off the bat whether or not this opportunity is worth pursuing or not. And it will save you a lot of time pursuing an opportunity that may not be in alignment with your mission. So that's number one. Number two, you can use the master grant application as a template to create multiple documents. Now, me coming from a social media, digital marketing background, I've made multiple contents from scratch and it has taken me hours to do. Now, of course, we're living in an age of AI and chat GPT that a lot of the work that I would have done creating my own content is done in a matter of minutes. I also want to share with you a master grant application can do for you. It can create multiple documents for various different reasons that you need for it. Say, for example, you're looking to create a corporate letter that you wanted to submit for a grant opportunity. You could copy and paste certain sections of your template into a new document and create a new letter with a matter of minutes. And plus, you can tweak it to of course, to your liking, and send it over to your partners so they can look over and sign it. By the time you're finished with your proposal, you have all the documentations needed, especially letters of support letters. You can have all your support letters ready to go by the time of submission. And that's one of the things that I love. And this is not the only thing it creates. You can use the master grant application to create presentations, websites. Use the content that you've already written out for your master grant application to create new social media content in a matter of minutes versus you create a brand new post every 30 days, every 60 days from scratch. And that is that's also time that you can get back doing things that's most important to you and you can do what you love. And also another thing, if you're looking to submit a proposal where you want to hire you want to hire employees or individuals or contractors to work on certain aspects of your project or programs, you could also use it to create a simple job description to submit to funders, or you can post it on Indeed and other major job search websites. That way, future applicants and funders will know what exactly are you looking for and what they can do to apply. So that's also number two. Number three, it saves you time. It gives you back the time that you initially lost. And it's also something that we cannot get back. Every second that we use for each day, it is valuable that we need to maximize for every good work. So one of the biggest things that I love about creating a master grant application for my clients is that they were able to have more time spent with their families, go on vacation. They're able to take on new projects that they didn't initially have time for. Also, they can delegate a lot of their tasks to experts and leaders who may be able to take on that role that they do not have the time for. It gives you the time time back that you initially lost. And when I told you the story about how I presented the finished application to my client, she had happy tears because she finally understands that she's not working all by herself, but she's going to able to save time on many applications, and she can in the near future she can delegate this role to someone else in the near future. And you, with this template, you can spend more time on things that you love while making a difference. I understand from experience how writing grant proposals is hard. And when you are a leader, whether you're a board member or executive director, running a nonprofit is hard. And you may not have all the time in the world to fix a lot of the problems that's happening because you're working on a task that may be tedious. If you're looking for help creating cash flow for your nonprofit and you want help actually creating not only the master grant application template, but also writing out future proposals and get you ready for future grant opportunities, I can definitely help you. I can help create the master grant application template for you so way you can buy back the time that you once lost. The Harvest Grant Inc. Company specializes in working with nonprofits creating cash flows using grant writing funding strategies. We work with nonprofits that are looking to end poverty in different capacities within their communities. If you're looking for a grant writer who specializes in foundational grants, I am more than happy to work with you to see if I can get you into the right direction. If you look at the description of this episode below, you will be able to find my contact information. And also, you can also book your discovery call down below. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me for the On the Mission podcast, and I'll definitely see you in the next episode. Take care.